Welcome back to our tour of the beautiful tiny houses of Strawberry Tiny House Design Ideas. Today we invite you to explore. The Albatross Tiny aims to show that less is more. Small house, big family. Tiny is what tiny does, but you couldn't tell by the size of most today's tiny houses. With downsizing becoming the hottest housing and lifestyle trend of recent years, tinies have grown in size, number, popularity, and number of options, seemingly moving farther away from their origins. This one doesn't. Tiny living started out as the more environmentally friendly take on traditional housing, promising a smaller home that meant a reduced carbon footprint and thus a smaller impact on the environment, but also reduced costs of living. In recent years, tiny living has risen to fame because it also offers extra mobility as compared to traditional housing and is also more affordable. The tiny homes of today promise to bring a lot of benefits as long as you're willing to make the number one compromise of them all, and a prerequisite so you can enjoy this unique lifestyle, downsizing. Whether we're talking oversized park models that live like mini mansions on wheels, or very compact units built on top of single-axle trailers, all tinies entail a varying degree of downsizing. That said, the majority of units today, especially in countries like the US, Canada, or New Zealand, tend to be on the larger side. European tinies retain most of the features that made tinies a notable alternative to traditional housing, starting with their very compact footprint. But that's not to say that they're not notable in their own right. Poland-based KAP House, for example, is a builder that does mostly tiny tinies. Their recent ALBATROS model, for example, is their only layout with 2 lofts for sleeping spaces. But even that one is comparatively smaller to what you'll get in the aforementioned countries. Built on top of a dual-axle custom trailer, the Albatross is offered in 3 different sizes: 5.4 meters, 6.6 meters, and 7.2 meters, 17.4, 21.6, or 23.6 feet, depending on the degree of compromising you're willing to make. Seeing how this is a unit designed to sleep a maximum number of 6 people, every inch counts. The house I'm introducing today uses a 6.6 meter, 21.6 feet long trailer. Regardless of length, the Albatross is 2.5 meters, 8.2 feet wide, and 3.95 meters, 13 feet high, so just within limits requires no additional permits when towing. Aside from the different sized trailers on which these units are built, they're all the same, down to the vibrant, rustic-inspired styling that aims to make the compact living space feel cozier and more welcoming. There are 3 main areas designed for sleeping: 2 up in the lofts, where you will find a main bedroom and a kid's bedroom, and the 3rd on the ground floor, with a living room that can double as occasional guest sleeping space. Like with the tiny houses of a couple of decades ago, you can really speak of rooms in the layout of the Albatross, except for the bathroom, which is surprisingly large and separated from the rest of the home by a barn door. Every other room in the house is reduced to a functional area integrated into an open-plan design. This is the only way in which you could possibly get everything to fit inside the Albatross, but the beautiful styling, the white Scandinavian spruce walls, and contrasting floors bring everything together beautifully. The kitchen area is compact but ultimately functional, with a black ceramic sink and an induction cooktop, a medium-sized fridge, a table for 2 that can double as countertop extension during meal prep, and storage built into the kitchen block and the staircase that leads up to the main loft. The house might sleep as many as 6 people, but it can't possibly cook for and feed them all. The bathroom has a gorgeous shower, a small sink with an equally small vanity, a flushing toilet, and a water heater. KAP House doesn't say, but it looks like the Albatross comes with standard RV-style hookups for electricity, water, and sewage. Like with every other tiny house out there, it could be rigged for extended autonomy if you have the budget for it. The 2 lofts are standard in that they offer space for a mattress each, and not much else besides it. Albatross throws in some carpeting and a couple of shelves at the foot of the bed in the larger loft, but nothing much beside that. This is a tiny house that places downsizing and minimalism at the core of its mission. but wraps it up with the bow of beautiful styling and basic functionality. As reference, a Falcon model also from KAP House, which is a bigger 7.2 meter, 23.6 foot model, listed last summer for €45,900, which is approximately $50,000 at the current exchange rate. Thank you for watching. Hope it is useful to you. Wish you and your family good health, luck, and happiness.